Hello physios, today we learn on topic on anatomy of inguinal canal, which it can be asked as a 10 marker. Then how would you like to be present in exam? First, the location, as it is larger in males than in females, and the location is inguinal canal. It is an oblique intermuscular passage in the lower part of your anterior abdominal wall. It is situated just above the medial half of inguinal ligament. It can be extension from deep inguinal ring to the superficial inguinal ring. As you can see in this picture, your inguinal canal and the superficial ring to the deep inguinal ring. So that is your inguinal canal. And the boundaries, your anterior wall will having the basically skin, superficial fascia and also external oblique and internal oblique muscles. Your posterior wall, it shows fascia transversalis, extraperitoneal tissue, parietal peritoneum, conjoint tendon and reflected part of inguinal ligament. Your roof of inguinal canal shows internal oblique and transversus abdominis muscles, and the floor inguinal ligament and lacunar ligament. And what are the contents present in inguinal canal? In male, spermatic cord, ilioinguinal nerve. In female, round ligament, genito branch of genitofemoral nerve and inguino and ilioinguinal nerve. These are the contents of your inguinal canal. When coming into its inguinal ligament, as it is also called as Paupart's ligament or groin ligament, as the ligament is a brand which can be running from your pubis to the ASIS, as you can see in this picture, and it forms the base of the inguinal canal, and it has some of the attachments to the muscles like lateral 2/3 of the internal oblique muscle, your transverse abdominis from the lateral 1/3 and cremaster muscles forming the attachments to the inguinal ligament. And the extensions of your inguinal ligament, as you can see in this picture, there is lacunar ligament which looks like a triangular. It has anteriorly inguinal ligament and posteriorly your pectin pubis. And there is also ligament of Looper, which is an extension from the posterior part of your base of the lacunar ligament. And the third is your extension of reflected part of the inguinal ligament. These are the extensions of the inguinal ligament. And finally, your applied aspects, there is direct hernia and indirect hernia. Hernia is nothing but your bulging of the fascia. Direct hernia in this inguinal canal, it occurs due to a partial or a complete patency of the processus vaginalis, and it can be descended into the scrotum. And the scrotum for this direct hernia coverings are extraperitoneal tissue, internal spermatic fascia, cremastic fascia, external spermatic fascia and skin. This is a direct hernia. In indirect hernia, what happens? It occurs in the posterior wall of the inguinal canal, and it occurs through the Hesselbeck's triangle and also called as inguinal triangle, as it can be bounded by your inferior epigastric artery. And this triangle is divided into lateral and medial direct hernia, and this triangle is meant for your area of surgical importance. Thanks for watching. Here is your notes. For you have any query, you can comment.